as best we can on the concrete floor. And yeah, we'll see how we go. This is happiness, to be everything at once. Be unblinded, be alert, be unbridled and unburned. Heavy on our heels, the rocky ground we leave behind. Dust is streaming from our necks, we cast away amidst the wind. Where the road is to the road, bareback spirit and in mind. Oh, to be free like this. This is happiness, to be everything at once. Be unblinded, be alert, be unbridled and unburned. This is happiness, feel a sense I'm free. With the open road out the road beneath my feet. With splinters in our teeth, we're driven from our parallel. Above the prison down to walk, countless feet already fell. There's a wildness in our heart that we've forgotten in our march. Oh, to be free like this. This is happiness, to be everything at once. Be unblinded, be alert, be unbridled and unburned. This is happiness, feel a sense of free. The open road out the road beneath my feet. We're granted and we're burdened from the moment we are born. We're domestic and we're discontent. We're grinding out those doors. Catch your feet and when they fall, and lift your head and carry on. No fear, just faith, no root, just break the path and let it lead you. Unburied, unblind, run free, ride wild, leave behind what holds you down. Heavy on our heels, the rocky ground we leave behind.
It's not done.
This is happiness, to be everything at once. Be unblinded, be alert, be unbridled and unburned. This is happiness, feel a sense I'm free. The open road out the road beneath my feet. Oh, to be free like this. Thanks, folks.
Man, that's amazing.
I think you took one deal of applause today.
Trent always does this thing where he just sits there and makes it as uncomfortable as possible. And that is the most uncomfortable one we've had so far. I was like, oh.
To be honest, I was actually hoping you just start singing. Because, this guy was going the whole time, and I was just like, is he going to do it? Is it now? It's funny, we introduce Species whenever we play it live. It's always that, like, when the bridge kind of goes back to the verse for a couple of lines, there's always someone who starts going, wake up! And there's like, yes, we've already done that bit. There's always someone. We get
A whole lot of adrenaline.
Yeah. So yeah, has anyone got anything they would like to ask us? Go for it.
I got a question for you. You've been on tour. You went on tour already. It's a long process. You're away from your families. It's your last show. What are you guys gonna do tomorrow? You guys are gonna wake up and you're gonna be like, we're not touring anymore. So what do you guys do next?
Look, I think Tuesday is our unwind day. Tomorrow we've got the fun time of errands. So after tour we've got a U-Haul outside that we have to take everything out of the trailer today. We've got to load it all up into the U-Haul. Tomorrow we're going to take it all the way down to our storage space down in Costa Mesa. I've got a few bits and pieces to run, drop all our merch off at the warehouse, and do all that fun stuff and get all our gear like repacked and like we've got a rack thing just up there. We've got to split it into 2 or 3 so we can fly. It's as always that day after tour, you just really want to just switch off and relax, and it's never the day after tour, especially when we finish in LA. But yeah, we'll be home on. Well, most of us will be home on Thursday, which will be awesome. Summer's great. I miss it. It was like still kind of chilly when we left, and then we just went straight into UK, Europe, winter, and then winter here. And then we go home, it's going to be casual 90 to 110 degrees depending on the day, and it's going to be fantastic for about 3 minutes that it takes to think, oh, this is great, now I'm sweaty. So yeah, that'll be good, looking forward to it. Yeah, does everyone else got anything? Yeah.
I was just wondering what the purpose and like the meaning of the chrysalis is in front of the album and all that.
Just got a good question. This is great, 2 from 2. No, everyone kind of tends to ask the same questions on these things. It was kind of, we were talking about a bunch of ideas, like we decided to call the album Anon, based on the idea that it was about, separating from expectations of ourselves and from other people's expectations of who we are and what we do, and I guess for ourselves redefining what that is. So I guess the chrysalis was just a cool, easy visual metaphor that kind of took on that. It's a state of being on the way to somewhere else, and I think that every album for us is a state of being. It's a reflection of that moment in time in our lives, in the same way chrysalis is for the life of a butterfly. So, that's why we had that photo series that is through the booklet and through the sleeve of the record, just having the different photos of it through that process of metamorphosis. And I think it's important that especially because especially monarch butterfly, the chrysalis is such a beautiful thing that it's like I don't think that. Transition is not necessarily something that has to be mechanical or practical. It can be beautiful in its own moment in time, and that's kind of what we wanted to capture with it. So, we had a friend of ours who we've known for a long time, did some of our very first band promos. He's an incredible photographer, does stuff for like Mercedes and Jägermeister.
Yeah.
Jägermeister. He has a bunch of really cool stuff, and he just nailed it with his studio set up. It looked fantastic, so we're really stoked on how they came out and just built the artwork around it. So yeah,
Nice. Thank you.
I think you had something, buddy.
Oh, yeah, I just wanted to ask, who was, instrumentally, who was, especially you, who was your biggest, influence to, really push you to go to music? You heard somebody and you're like, oh, I want to do music.
I remember I did a guitar interview. Coops and I both did one for Guitar World or something like that a while ago, and it was really hard because we were never people that sat there and were like, yeah, I listen to Guns N' Roses and I love Slash or something like that. We both
that's definitely playing to the demographic. But
yeah, but you know what I mean. There's always people who don't think I don't know. This was my favorite guitarist. Coops, you had Bryce probably with Tepe, and it's that's not. He's a fantastic person, but he's more of a songwriter and everything rather than that.
He does shred.
He just definitely does still shred. No, nothing to take away from him. And then me, I guess it was more. My dad gave me the Police CD. I don't know if you know that band, the Police.
Yes.
Yeah. And so that was my first band that I listened to. That wasn't the Backstreet Boys that was playing before. So that was kind of the time when I was oh cool, I could learn how to play these songs, and then it was kind of from there. So I don't even know what the guitarist's name is in that band, but him probably. Great band.
And he realised this 6-string thing gets him goes, and then it's just downhill from there. He's not arguing. Has anyone else got anything or play another song? Yeah.
What's your guys' favorite album that you had the most fun on?
Of ours, you mean?
Yeah.
I think this one was certainly the most fun to put together. Way less stress than the last couple, because we had, we used to tour a lot more heavily than we do now. Excuse me. It was a lot, tour hard up against either side of dissonance. So as proud as we are of the album, the end result and the songs that are on there, it just kind of coloured the whole experience for us. So we definitely set up this time around. We took 12 months off to write the album and put it together, and just to be normal functioning humans for a little while, which in itself kind of meant that we were all in a much happier, more confident place going into the record. So definitely as an album, this is the most fun we've had recording it. You'd probably say Groundweller, we had a lot of fun as well because we were, bright-eyed young kids with fringes and V-necks and other such decisions. But yeah, just it was a dark time for everybody. No, for sure though. But yeah, that one, we obviously first time kind of doing music outside of Australia, and you know, we had a lot of fun